What's going on, YouTube? R to the double E dash to the Z-O-N Reason coming at you once again. I'm just making a video this time, just a little bit of talk and discussion, a little bit of dialogue about what's going on in the industry right now as we get even closer to Sony PlayStation 4 and Microsoft Xbox One releasing in November. We're a little bit over a month away. Actually, a little bit less than 2 months, because if I'm not mistaken, they come out on November 20-something, November 22nd, if I'm not mistaken. So, there's a lot of buzz, a lot of excitement. One thing I will say is that the negativity continues as far as the general public outlook towards Nintendo, which is just completely unwarranted and garbage in my eyes. I've made enough videos about that topic. I've given enough arguments and basically shut up plenty of naysayers and haters with my comments and videos. Not to brag or anything, but I'm just being real. So I'm not going to continue to do that on this video. I'm just going to talk about the big three as a whole: Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft, where I think they'll end up, or where I think not where they'll end up, because it's way premature to say that, especially for this generation that is only a little bit less than a year underway. But just my general opinion, and based on the facts and things I'm seeing about where they're heading, who looks to make a big splash this holiday season. Keep in mind it's a 2013 holiday season, and everything else in between. A lot of gaming related news. First off, I will say this: Microsoft Xbox One. I am not a hater. I'm not a basher. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a negative type of person, so I'm not gonna harp and blast the hell out of them the way so many people have, and the way that even more people do to Nintendo. And Sony has its haters also. So I'm not gonna do that. But I will say this: there is absolutely nothing about the Xbox One that grabs the attention of this here particular gamer. Nothing. From its $500 price tag. Is it 500 or 600? No, it's 500. From its $500 price tag to its mandatory online connection. Oh no, it doesn't have a mandatory online. Oh yeah, it kind of does, but we're not sure, and everything is vague. I'm not with that. I don't care. I'll tell you this: if it does have a mandatory online connection where it has to be always online and you got to check in every 24 hours, and that will eliminate a lot of people, such as military personnel, people who are in the military overseas who don't have access to 24/7 internet, will eliminate them from their market completely. I think that's a load of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I think if they go in that route, I think they're showing their true colors. I'm not saying that they are that type of those type of assholes, basically. But if they do go that route, it will go a long way in proving that. You don't exclude those people. You know what I'm saying? You don't exclude anybody from availability to your console. If you're a big time console maker, that's just me. The Kinect, I can care less about, and having it as an option like it was before is great. But having it as something mandatory that comes with the system, whether you want it or not, and you're paying for it whether you want it or not. Nah, that's that's the red flag for me. Also, people could say the same thing about Nintendo making the Wii Pad, the Wii U gamepad, something that is mandatory with the system and mandatory to play. Well, yes and no. Yes, it is mandatory. It does come with the system, and for the most part, every single game will utilize it. But it also has a million different other control schemes that you can pick from the Wii U Controller Pro to the Wii Remote to the Wii Remote and Nunchuck configuration to all different peripherals. That being said, also, the amount of money that it went into making the gamepad and the amount that it affects the price you're paying for Nintendo's console is nowhere near the figure that you're paying for Microsoft's console because of Kinect. So, that's another thing to think about. The game lineup doesn't get me whatsoever. I can care less about racing games as far as, traditional car racing games like Need for Speed and Forza and all that. I think they've been done to death. I think there's very little, if any, innovation in all those series, not just Forza. Like I said, I had Need for Speed, the last one that came out, Need for Speed Most Wanted on the Wii U, which was the definitive version, graphically and gameplay wise. And as good as it was done, it still was just like, oh, it's beautiful graphics, some really cool cars. That's about it. And the Wii U version was broken, in my opinion, with that glitch that, if you press the home button at any time during the game because you want to take a screenshot and put it on Miiverse or something, the game would crash. You know what I'm saying? So that's just more on EA's half-ass support of the console and their half-ass products in general. I'm not even going to get started on them. Yeah, the game lineup, Forza, I don't care. Rise, Son of Rome, looks like it's gonna be a quick time mashup, like just quick time events all over the place. As far as the demo that we saw at E3, my honest opinion, it was like amazing, beautiful graphics, and oh my god, look at this scenery, and look at the lighting, and look at the sound and the effects. You know, okay, now I get to press X. Oh, now I gotta press circle. And then watching another 15-minute, you know, or 5-minute, I'm exaggerating of course, but another extended amount of time of you doing nothing but watching. Not really my cup of tea. We did that with Sega CD, and y'all saw how that ended up. Then we also got Quantum Break. Looks like a movie. It looks like I'm watching a movie and not playing a game. Looks like there's very little control that goes into it, and a lot of watching again. Project Spark, I did like. That was fucking amazing. That was a definite eyebrow raiser for me. But that's about it, man. Dead Rising 3 looks pretty damn good, you know what I'm saying? But not something I'm gonna go out and buy a console for. I would love it if it was available for other consoles, not just an exclusive to Xbox One. But hey, you gotta have your exclusives, and they locked up a pretty good one there. So hey, more power to you. But not something that's gonna make me go out and buy it. Halo, I've never cared for Halo, not in the smallest inkling. I really don't care. What else? They had a lot of stuff that they showed, but you know, that they've shown since E3. Nothing really that gets me, you know what I'm saying? Nothing that really makes me want to run out and buy this console. And at the same time, this console is going to face an issue to some degree that Sony's also going to face, which is, you know, their current generation consoles, or I should say their last generation consoles, because we're in the next generation now versus the release of the Wii U. Like it or not, it is what it is. Wii U's next gen. You need to swallow that pill, get over it, you know, call me in the morning. But, you know, their last gen consoles, PS3 and 360, are still going to be thriving. And they'll still be making games for it. You know, a lot of these first generation launch games for the Xbox One and PS3 and Wii U even are going to be available on the 360 and PS3. So, you know, that's kind of a problem there, because you're not going to generate a lot of sales for the next gen versions. Watch Dogs, Assassin's Creed, Batman, Arkham Origins, things like that are going to be on PS3 and 360. So, you know. But yeah, that being said, Microsoft really doesn't have anything for me. Now, that's not to say it's not going to be a good console. That's not to say that I want to see them fail or completely implode. That far from it. I don't wish that upon any of those companies, because I want competition in the gaming industry. My beef is not with a particular company. My beef is with the fanboys and the bullshit generalizations and just the lacking in sense arguments that fanboys and big time you know, sites and quote unquote expert publications and expert sources, you know, their spin on things. That's what I got beef with. But no, I don't want Microsoft to fail. I just don't see them doing very good, at least not from where I'm standing. Anyways, then we got the PlayStation 4. This will probably most likely be, as of right now, this is, you know, since the reveal of both Microsoft Xbox One and PS4, and since we've seen what they have coming for both consoles up until now, from that point till now, my decision is my secondary console this generation will be a PlayStation 4. It will not be at launch. It probably won't be for the first year and a half, maybe even 2 years. Because I see so much great content coming from my Wii U that I'm not compelled to go out and spend $400 on another console right now, or, you know, anytime soon. Because, I mean, the fact is, like I said, a lot of the games are going to be coming out on the PS3 also, which I already own. The Wii U is pumping out great games now, and it's just going to continue between now and 2014. And Microsoft is completely out of the question, especially with their ridiculous price tag. So, but I will get a PlayStation 4 eventually, probably about, you know, year two, you know, two and a half years into its life cycle. I'll probably, you know, get one, because I want to have. There's going to be games that skip the Wii U. I mean, it's just like that with every Nintendo console. If you've seen my previous videos, I've touched on that. You know, picking a Nintendo console as your only console, you are excluding yourself from a certain amount of games that are just going to miss, or going to skip out on your console. That is just the way it goes. But that's why I will have a second console, and it'll be a PlayStation 4. Like right now, I'm going to have to go tomorrow. NBA 2K14 drops. And those boneheads at 2K Sports, even though they did a great effort on 2K13 for the Wii U, and that was a rushed port, and it was still a great effort, they just decided not to go all in on a version for Wii U for 2K14. So now I got to go and buy it on my last gen console, the PlayStation 3. It is what it is. But yeah, it's probably going to be a PlayStation 4 that I get after, you know, all this dies down and we go about through a year and a half in the life cycle. PlayStation 4, I'm sorry, Didn't have much of a showing either as far as the games go. I mean, Order 1866 or whatever it's called looks interesting. Killzone Shadowfall, I don't give a damn about. EA's whole barrage of lackluster, horrible sports games, I don't care about. You know, they haven't really showed me anything yet, but I have more faith in them than I do in Microsoft. Seeing as how I enjoyed the PS3 so much more than the 360. I didn't care for the 360 at all. A few times I played it, really didn't give me anything. So, you know, that's what I see going down. I think Nintendo's in the most advantageous position just because of the year head start that they have. The probably about 4 million user base jump that they have on both competitors, and the astounding lineup of games they have coming. I mean, I'm raptured right now by Pikmin 3, The Wonderful 101. Man, I'm Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. I'm in all three of those games right now, just up to my head, up to my forehead, bro, and just games. As far as the Wii U goes, I completely had to stop Pikmin 3 because Wonderful 101 is just blowing my mind. You know what I'm saying? And now we got Wind Waker HD just dropped digitally. Will drop physically in retail, I think in about a week or so. So I'm all over that. Then we got Donkey Kong coming, then Mario, the Sonic Lost World. I mean, that's just Wii U's just pumping out the games. You know what I'm saying? So I think they're gonna be with their price drop, the new Zelda bundle, which has been selling well from what I understand, and this incredible lineup of games. And the fact that Nintendo and another update that's coming that's going to completely revamp the system and its speed and its efficiency and all these things combined, plus the fact that Microsoft and Sony will be launching in November, and they're going to have to go through their bugs and their glitches and their patches and their fix-ups and you know, the stuff that they're touting, like Microsoft is touting the TV integration thing. Well, now DVR control is not going to be available at launch. Just like for Nintendo TV, it wasn't available at launch. You know, they're going to have to go through all that, which Nintendo has already gone through. And Nintendo has a cheaper price point and a bigger library of incredible games plus backwards compatibility. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things that have Nintendo, at least for me, in the top spot. But see, the difference is that I can come out and say that. Now, I'm a Nintendo fan, so that makes me happy. But I don't care if I was or wasn't. Whatever system when you look at things realistically and not biasly, and you look at it and you say, okay, well, these are the facts. This company has the best chance to be on top. See, I can come out and say that. Where most of you people out there in the media and most of you so-called gamers, which really you're not gamers, it's like a year-long Halloween thing for you. You just dress up as gamers. You know what I'm saying? You talk like them, but you ain't a gamer. Y'all can't say nothing positive about Nintendo. Because if you do, you might think that people will stop taking you seriously, start looking at you as a little kid, because Nintendo's kid-friendly, family-friendly, blah, 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 blah. Yet their launch title on the Wii U was Zombie U. You know, I mean, it's unbelievable, but I think that Nintendo's in the most advantageous position. I think Microsoft and Sony are going to struggle at first when they release. I think Sony's a better overall console from what they're showing, game console, but I think the at least what's been announced, launch lineup-wise, not for me necessarily, but for a majority of gamers, they might have a better launch lineup, so they might do a little bit better at launch. But I mean, I think Sony has the better offering overall, and their franchises have always been better than Microsoft's, at least in my opinion. Also, other news, like I said, man, NBA 2K14 drops tomorrow. Super psyched about that. I had my manager at my job. He downloaded it. I don't know for PC or for what, but he got it today or yesterday, which was a couple days before release. I don't know how he did that, but he said it's amazing. But he also told me that he skipped out on 2K13. Now I play every single year. So that's why I say when I saw the trailer, it didn't look like much of an improvement at all. And he's saying it looks awesome, so I'll take that with a grain of salt. I'm going to get it either way because that's my guilty pleasure. I buy NBA 2K no matter what, every single year. So I'm definitely getting that. Not tomorrow, I got to wait till I get paid, but when I get paid next week, I'm definitely copping that. GTA 5 is still there waiting for me. I got to get that too. And then Zelda Wind Waker HD, man. So, I mean, things are looking good. We'll see how it goes now when the launch of Xbox One and PlayStation 4 go down for you Sony and Microsoft owners, man. Hey, have a ball, man. Your system is coming. Support it. God bless y'all. Stay gaming. Reezonoticz out.